You are listening to Yankton Baseball on KYNT, Yankton's home team. This broadcast is brought to you in part by
Mason Schramm and the Move Group, Hedro, Avera, Truxedo, Culligan Water, USD Athletics, 1919 Root Beer, Rhonda Westland State Farm, Vision Real Estate, Missouri River Associates, Buell's Cleaners, South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Triple Time Rudy's, H&R Block, Top Notch Cleaners, the UPS Store, Yankton Medical Clinic, Hy-Vee, Olson's Pest Technicians, Gerstner Oil, Vision Care Associates, MT and RC Smith Insurance, First Dakota National Bank, First Chiropractic Centers, Sherco.
Now, let's go to the diamond with KYNT Sports Director and the voice of Yankton Baseball, Bryce Ladwig.
And live from Riverside Field, this is Bryce Ladwig, Yankton Post-12 Senior Legion Baseball. Post-12 coming off a 12-9 loss last night versus Class B Del Rapids right here at Riverside Field. Looking to turn things around, a couple of league games today at Riverside, a quadrangular. Yeah, we're going all the way back to the high school days with triangulars and quadrangulars as other teams will duke it out here at Riverside Field. It'll be Yankton and Sioux Falls West first. And then, Brayden, help me out. It's Tabor and Sioux Falls East. Then Sioux Falls schools face each other. And then Yankton versus Sioux Falls East, correct?
I believe it's the two Sioux Falls schools will not face each other.
They'll
play
it's Tabor
in the middle.
That's right.
So I believe West will play back-to-back, East will play back-to-back, and Tabor will play back-to-back in the middle. So it'll go Yankton versus West, which we have first. West versus Tabor, Tabor versus East, and then East versus Yankton.
Oh, and alongside Brayden Butler, obviously. Thank you, Brayden, as he waves to everyone. They can't see you, Brayden.
I know, all right? It's for dramatic effect.
No, it's going to be a good pair of games here today at Riverside Field. Back into league games. Yankton currently second in the South Dakota Legion standings. We'll go over that later on here in the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Sioux Falls West comes into this matchup 7-18 overall, 5-13 in league play. Yankton 17-7 overall and 10-5 in league play. And so we'll go over more of those standings, as I said, later on here in the Hy-Vee pregame show as Yankton is about to take infield here and a beautiful day for baseball, Brayden. That's not just a cliche. That is very true today. Except for a bunch of cotton flying through the air right now. It's a beautiful day for baseball.
Yeah, cottonwood trees, dandruff.
It's not great if you have allergies.
A little dandruff of the skies, so to speak. But luckily, I'm pretty, I won't say immune, but I don't have a lot of allergy issues, even on my worst day.
So there you go. As long as Brayden's okay, we're all okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Here at Riverside Field. We'll take our first break. We'll come back and continue here on the Hy-Vee pregame shows. Yankton Post-12 Senior Legion Baseball on KYNT, KYNTV.
Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh combines the speedy service of a convenience store with the surprising selection of the fresh foods and ready-to-eat meals you expect from Hy-Vee. While you fill up your gas tank, you can grab grocery staples including fresh produce and fresh bakery items too, or grab fresh meals or snacks. There's something for everyone at Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh of Yankton.
Shop Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 root beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12 packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
Gift cards are great things to give as gifts. But when someone tells you you need to use a gift card to pay for something you owe, like utilities, taxes, and other fees, red flags should go off and it should cause you to stop and think. Most legitimate companies will never tell you to pay with a gift card. Before you go to purchase these gift cards, please call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986 and let them check things out for you so you're not out of your hard-earned money.
At Triple Time Rudy's, you get convenient access to quality fuel products. Plus, you'll also find quality South Dakota products like Dimmock cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. With a local friendly feel and unique product offering, Triple Time Rudy's is your local convenience store that supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all of your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, pull into Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
Truxedo, a real truck company, has new job opportunities for you. We are searching for motivated candidates to fill a variety of roles, including production roles on our weekday and weekend shifts, as well as an industrial engineer, shipping clerk, and receiving supervisor. Truxedo offers a positive and team-oriented environment with many perks and benefits. Come seek the new opportunities Truxedo has for you. Visit realtruck.com/careers for more information and to apply.
There are a lot of benefits for your small business when you have a relationship with your locally owned and operated The UPS Store. I'm Doug Frederick, manager of the UPS Store of Yankton. Not only do we provide excellent customer service, but we also provide the necessary tools to help your small business thrive. We can help you with everything ing, printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs, even shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, every ing for your small business, and of course, shipping. The UPS Store of Yankton, across from Walmart.
And welcome back to Riverside Field and the Hy-Vee pregame show. It's time to jump into our standings review. Brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. That's Rhonda Westland State Farm. And Brayden, these standings, they were updated going into yesterday. So things have changed a little bit, but most of it has stayed the same. They don't update it every single day.
Yeah, no, obviously, that's just kind of the way it goes sometimes with all these teams playing games at different days and different times. It's hard to maybe keep it all updated and on the same track here. Unless it's obvious, I'll peek behind the curtain. I'm stalling because the standings are in front of you, and I don't have them in front of me. I apologize.
Oh, that's why you just reach over here. A second.
I was trying to find them, and I realized that you had them. I apologize. But Harrisburg Gold is at the top. Here, we'll regain cabin pressure. I promise. I'm sorry. Harrisburg Gold is at the top at 5-2 in league play with a 43.85 power points. Yankton second, 9-4 in league play, 42.46 power points. Trailing closely is Sioux Falls East in third, 11-4 in league play, 42.26 power points. And right behind them in fourth is Brookings, 42.25 power points, 11-5 in league play. Renner at 42 power points even. Brandon Valley at 42.2, I skipped them. There's a lot of teams right in that 42 to 42.4 range. So 2 to about 6 right now is very close here in the standings. Rounding out the rest of the standings, in 7th is Rapid City Post 320. 8th is Post 22 out of Rapid City. 9th is Aberdeen. 10th is Mitchell. 11th Watertown. 12th Harrisburg Maroon. 13th Huron. 14th Sioux Falls West. 15th Pierre. 16, 17, and 18 are Sturgis, Spearfish, and Box Elder. And those are the 3 teams currently on the outside looking in of a potential first-round appearance in the Legion State Tournament coming up at the end of July. And we're getting down the home stretch here. Not a lot of games left for these teams trying to jockey for seeding at the bottom of the table.
That also kind of covers our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Door, specializing in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Door is your local authorized Clopay dealer. And we'll take another break. When we come back, we will have our pregame coach interview. It is the postgame from last night. Didn't really need to have a new one. It just happened last night as Yankton, again, fell to Del Rapids 12-9, and I caught up with Coach Drew Lawrence. That's all around the corner here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. Yankton Post-12 Senior Legion Baseball, KYNT, KYNTV.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC. And those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today. But if you keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit the local community, why would you invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't get you off my mind.
gatherings, picnics, family reunions, cookouts, all activities that are a part of this time of the year. And nothing goes better with your get-together than Sheboygan brats, sausages, wieners, and all-beef hot dogs. Get Sheboygan at your local Hy-Vee today. Produced with pride at Simple Meats in Yankton.
The way it tastes is simply divine. I got Sheboygan on my mind. Sheboygan.
Everyone deserves a competent, compassionate, comfortable medical team. At Yankton Medical Clinic PC, we are your medical team. We know you. We know your medical history and work together to help solve your medical puzzle. With all your medical history in one chart, our physicians truly know you and provide continuity of care. The team at Yankton Medical Clinic facilitates access and communication with specialists on your behalf. At Yankton Medical Clinic, we really do provide so much care, so close to home. Learn more at yanktonmedicalclinic.com.
So, you need a new vehicle. What's the best vehicle for you? Where do you get financing? What's your trade worth? Answer all these questions and more at BillionAuto.com. You can compare 16 new car brands and thousands of used vehicles, all in the palm of your hand at BillionAuto.com. Plus, estimate the trade value of your vehicle in 2 easy steps. It's car buying made easy. Apply for credit pre-approval at BillionAuto.com. All applications accepted, not all approved.
Hey, welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. It's time for our pregame coach interview brought to you by 1919 Root Beer, the creamiest full-bodied draft root beer available. You can find it on tap at Charlie's Pizza or in cans at Yankton Hy-Vee. This pregame coach interview was pulled from the last contest this team had. Caught up with the coach in our postgame coach interview. We'll jump right into that conversation. All right, Coach, obviously a really good Del Rapids team, one of the best in Class B, and just overall one of the best Legion teams in the state. Rough start coming out, but the thing I want to talk about is the rally. The last couple of innings really made it a game there near the end, and I'm sure you like to see that kind of fight.
Yeah, we were down to one more out, and the game was going to be over in 5. We would have been 10-run, and Matt gets on first, steals second. We want to keep being aggressive, just like we usually are. So he steals second, but he gets a hit, and all of a sudden we're playing another inning. And then we play another one and put up 6. So, we had an opportunity to put up more. So, it was a good job coming back.
3 players I want to talk about offensively for Yankton, in whichever order you kind of want to talk about them. But Rugby Reich and Matthew Sheldon and Lucas Kamshoff. Of course, Kamshoff being the home run. That's always a big moment for your team.
Yeah, those guys, they usually have to be on for us to be in games and be able to do that, especially with today. So we had a different lineup, obviously. We had some guys in there that haven't played a ton. And so we need those guys to produce. And we struggled the first 3 innings. I mean, they had one of the better pitchers in the state, but it shouldn't really matter. But, those guys at the top have to keep doing what they're doing. And they get in there and they compete. And I know I say that a lot, but they do. So they just got to keep doing that.
How was Jason McCorkle not being behind the plate but playing in other he pitched, obviously. How do you feel about all that?
Well, Jace told me he was a strike thrower, so we have to have a little conversation after that since he walked about everyone on their team. But he did get out of the inning. When we go into these games, and I kind of said, like, we have a different lineup out there, and we're going to throw some guys like Jace and just, have a little bit of fun, but also, just giving some guys some different looks and opportunities. So
Sean Turner at first.
Sean at first, yep. So we just want to get some guys in there, but, Jace, he told me all he did was throw strikes, but in his defense, he probably hasn't thrown a pitch in 4 years. So it wasn't too bad. It could have been better, but I'm sure he's going to like that as one of his memories when he's done after this year. So.
Quadrangular tomorrow here at Riverside Field, and I even wrote it down, but I can't remember if it's Sioux Falls East or West in the morning and then
West.
Evening. So Sioux Falls West, 12 p.m. first pitch, and then 2 games in between Yankton's next action versus Sioux Falls East, then at 7, I believe, correct?
Ish, yeah. 7-ish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rolling schedule.
But yeah, that's right. Yep.
All right. Well, obviously, Sioux Falls teams are always just really difficult, and it's going to be good competition here.
Yeah. It'll be a good day at Riverside. We've never really done a quad. What'd you call it?
Quadrangular.
I don't. Is that a real word?
You can ask Ryan Moores. Look at the activities calendar for high school sports.
Okay. So we've never really done that here, but we East and West both wanted to play here before the state tournament. So we had those 2, but they wanted more games than just 1 each. So I got a hold of Tabor, and we were able to make it work. So it'll be cool. Be a lot of different people in here and a lot of different fans. So it'll be a fun atmosphere and experience for everybody.
It's been a very busy week for Post 12. That you mentioned it. I'm looking back. So Harrisburg doubleheader last night, and then a game tonight, and then somewhat doubleheader tomorrow. It's a lot of games.
Yeah, we have a break coming up here until the Gopher, so we kind of jam these games in to see what we were kind of made of and see if what we had in us. So, we planned out pretty well as far as coaching staff. Tomorrow we got Drew pitching, we got Matthew Sheldon pitching, Cottle in relief, Mac in relief. So we're pretty full board as far as the pitching goes on all that.
So that was going to be my question, and you answered it right there for pitching. So, Coach, we'll see you tomorrow, and thanks for joining us.
You bet. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Again, that was part of the post-game coach interview from the last time around, but we will take a break here on the Hy-Vee pregame show, KYNT at KYNTV.
FNBO is the great big small bank, and for more than 165 years, we've been with you where you are. A bank that's ready for all your needs, both big and small. Here to help you earn more, save more, so you can do more every step of the way. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank. FNBO, independent and family owned for 6 generations, and ever so focused on you. Stop on by or visit us at fnbo.com, member FDIC.
Hello, here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
Make sure your grass is always greener with a new John Deere mower from your local C&B. Big or small, let the experts at C&B help you find the mower or utility tractor that'll help you get the job done right. Stop in and check out the John Deere Z-Track mowers or take a load off with a new utility tractor with attachments available to help you with projects of all sizes. Go green at C&B. Learn more about available offers at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER equipment.com.
Whether it's to watch the game, eat out with family, or grab lunch with friends, Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is everyone's favorite place to eat. Checkers' menu has mouth-watering burgers, satisfying sandwiches and wraps, and of course, wings. With 18 specialty wing flavors, there's a sauce for everyone. Like to mix it up? Try their sauce of the month. Head to Checkers Tuesday to Thursday, 4 to 11, and Friday to Sunday, 11 to 11. On Walnut, just north of 4th Street in Yankton. And welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. This is Bryce Ladwig alongside Brayden Butler. And just jump right into it, Brayden. Let's get into our vision of the game. Brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you. Brayden, what are the keys to the game?
It's going to be getting those bats going early for Post 12. We saw that they can score a lot of runs in a short period of time last night. 6 runs in 1 inning as they were trying to complete that 10-run comeback against Del Rapids. Going to have to get that started a little earlier today. Try to get a hot start this morning and then carry that momentum through this evening. But you got to get through Sioux Falls Post 15 West before you can think about East this evening.
All right, and then our starting pitcher preview brought to you by Missouri River Associates. Looking for insurance agents that have the knowledge to point you in the right direction? Contact Missouri River Associates in Yankton.
It's going to be Drew Reichen on the mound here in Game 1 for Post 12. 23 2/3 innings pitched over 5 games. 3 starts, 3-0 record, 1 save. He's allowed only 7 earned runs compared to 19 strikeouts. Only issued 3 walks as well. 2.07 ERA, a 1.22 whip, and a 0.268 batting average allowed. Drew Reichen is the epitome of an ace of the rotation.
Our key bat of the game brought to you by Vision Care Associates. Being a key batter of the game takes excellent vision at the plate. So if you're looking for the highest quality eye care with a personal touch, call Vision Care Associates today to schedule eye evaluations for everyone or visit visioncareassociates.net. Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
There are 2 players on this team that are batting over 400 on the year. So quick shout out to Isaiah Skelhaus with his 452 batting average. But our key bat in this game is going to be Lucas Kamshoff, and that just kind of shows how good those two have been. Kamshoff batting just a hair under 430, 514 on base percentage, a 1.18 OPS, which is ridiculous at this level. 27 hits. 10 of them for extra bases. 23 RBI puts him second on the team. 23 runs scored is second on the team. He's drawn 9 walks, has 8 stolen bases, and I guess the big stat for him, especially after yesterday, 2 home runs on the season. One of them coming, as I mentioned yesterday, against Del Rapids, his first of the summer season at Riverside Field.
Colors of the game brought to you by Buell's Cleaners, offering dry cleaning, laundry, and business services like linens, rags, rugs, and uniforms. Buell's Cleaners, 444 3rd Street in Yankton. Sioux Falls West is in their brown tops and gray bottoms, and have that kind of orange, a hunter green orange braided numbers with white trim. And then Yankton in their white tops and white bottoms and their white caps, of course, with the red backing, their traditional home uniforms here today. Fans of the game brought to you by Triple Time Rudy's. No matter what you drive, make sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's. 5 cents off each gallon of fuel on Saturdays. Just say you are a fan of KYNT or KYNTV. These afternoon games still get a good crowd, Brayden, but you know what? It's a middle of the week. It's the afternoon, so get to work.
It is Wednesday. It is going to be noon on a Wednesday at first pitch. So, a lot of families, unfortunately, maybe not be able to come out and see their guys play because of work and stuff like that. You got to do what you got to do. But
take a long lunch.
I'm not coming back, actually. I'll see you tomorrow. Take a half day, but I digress. There's still another game tonight, so hopefully these guys can have their families get out here and support them. And one guy making Senior Legion debut this season. See if maybe he can get some support out here. Easton Nelson, we'll talk about him in the starting lineups.
Yeah, very exciting time. Your umpires of the game brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the diamond. And then, of course, we have our field conditions. And as we arrive at the first pitch here momentarily, and first pitch temperature will be 80 degrees here in Yankton. And then the wind, Brayden, not much of it. 6 miles per hour straight from the west. Usually it's just coming in from the water, as you like to say, as our, press box meteorologist.
Mm-hmm. It's like, what's the old song? Smoke on the Water or
You've brought more weather science to this press box than I ever expected that this season.
And none of it has been accurate.
You're just off the cuff making up weather facts in reasonings as to why weather behaves the way it does. But you make it sound reasonable. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And then I look it up sometimes. I'm like, he has no idea what he's talking about.
Hey,
right
man,
now.
Sometimes I just see things I read once and then I take them as fact. I don't know.
One time.
Hey, this one time, man. This one time. We had a meteorologist come to our school and explain how weather worked in 3rd grade, and it stuck with me.
But those field conditions are brought to you by C&B Equipment. Navigate around your yard with John Deere lawnmowers from C&B Equipment in Yankton. And as I said, today's first pitch, 80 degrees, and the wind from the west around 6 miles per hour. We'll take a 1-minute break, come back with your starting lineups here from Riverside Field-Yankton, Post 12 Senior Legion Baseball on KYNT, KYNTV.
For work or play, JJ Benji's has got you covered.
JJ Benji's can help your company or business with the right look for employees.
Logoed clothing for casual Fridays, new employees, or daily wear.
The latest styles and materials give your team the look you want.
Speaking of team, if you watch the Bucks, Gazelles, or Lancers play,
JJ Benji's is filled with a variety of gear in stock.
For fans from infants to grandparents.
JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street, Yankton.
For work or play, let JJ Benji's make you look good.
When I'm looking for inspiration, I find it playing ukulele. Music inspires me to be bold and self-expressive. It teaches me how to turn life experiences into art and find new ways to connect with those around me. How do you show your imaginative side? Schedule your campus visit to Mount Marty University at showyourspiritmmu.com.
Sioux Falls West in town at Riverside Field, taking on Yankton Post 12 Senior Legion Baseball. Getting your starting lineups brought to you by First Chiropractic Center, making life better, one adjustment at a time. Brayden.
We'll start with the visiting Sioux Falls Post 15 West. They will be at bat to start, so we'll run through their starting lineup, or through their batting order, excuse me. Batting leadoff will be second baseman Noah Verdorn. Batting second will be shortstop Ryan Rice-Savvy. Batting third, center fielder Landon Weiss. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitter, the catcher, Keegan Johnston. Batting fifth, first baseman, Trayson Hardy-Olson. Batting sixth will be third baseman, Logan Riddle. Seventh will be designated hitter, Grant Prouty. Batting 8th will be right fielder Logan Edwards. Batting 9th, rounding out the order, will be left fielder Caden Kirchner. On the mound today for Sioux Falls post 15 will be Noah Willis. Looking across at Yankton, they'll be starting out in the field, so we'll run through their fielding positions. Left field, Rugby Reichen. Center field, Mac Reichen. Right field, Isaiah Skelhaas. For the most part, how it's been here lately, it's how they lined up yesterday outside of Skelhaas and right instead of Bernardo, so that's the only switch. In the infield, third baseman will be Josh Sheldon. We'll skip the shortstop for now. We'll end with him. Second baseman, Matthew Sheldon. First base, Cooper Grotenheis. Your battery today, Drew Reichen on the mound with Jace McCorkle behind the plate. One other thing of note, Lucas Kamshoff, the designated hitter, and the shortstop making his Senior Legion debut this season, coming out of his sophomore year of high school. It'll be Easton Nelson starting at shortstop. First time we've seen his name on the lineup sheet here for Legion baseball this summer.
He's done very great for the Junior Legion team, and as you said, a contributor with the high school team as well. It's always nice to see guys get more opportunity on the diamond and here at Riverside Field. We will have your first pitch just around the corner here from Riverside Field. Post 12 Senior Legion Baseball on KYNT, KYNTV.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Throw another burger on the grill because barbecue season has arrived. It's up at the lake, out in the park, and right here in Yankton. Get the family together and head down to Lewis and Clark Lake to make the most of these summer days while they last. On your way, stop by Shop Easy, south of Yankton, for everything you need, from snacks to drinks to paper plates. Barbecue season, powered locally at Cenex. Shop Easy, owned and operated by the Santee Sioux Nation, is open 24 hours for your convenience.
When you need to be sure, make it Sureco. For over 40 years, Sureco has been revolutionizing the tarping industry. From the original Sherlock side-to-side roll tarp to the 4500 series electric tarp to the ProTrap electric hoppers, Sureco has been exceeding the needs of farms and fleets across the U.S. and beyond. When only the best will do, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us online at Sureco.com. Make it Sureco.
Think about how people really see you. The kid at the drive-thru just sees a coffee drinker.
Please pull forward.
Your local barista sees the person who loves a smiley face in their latte.
See you next time.
It's kind of the same way with insurance. Other insurance companies just see a customer, but a State Farm agent sees more. They see you as a neighbor. Your State Farm agent is here to get to know who you really are so they can help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411 today to learn more.
And welcome back to Riverside Field. Bryce Ladwig alongside Brayden Butler. And Brayden, Drew Reichen, you already mentioned his stats. Will you run through us again? The ace of the Yankton staff, if you will, is on the mound for Yankton.
Yeah, 23 and 2/3 innings pitched across 5 games. He started 3 of them, and he's won 3 games when he's factored into the decision. Has 1 save opportunity this season, and he secured that for a save. He's only issued 3 walks compared to 19 strikeouts, so very efficient, just a little bit under a strikeout per inning. And 2.07 ERA, 1.22 whip, batting average allowed of 268. He has been sensational when he's on the mound this season. He's gotten a little bit more rest in the summer season. I know he pitched a lot during the spring year, and that's something Coach Lawrence has talked about, trying to make sure that he gets enough reps in to stay loose but doesn't overwork himself heading towards the state tournament.
First pitch time is exactly noon. Good job, everybody. Right at noon, we will get things started as a chopper over to short. And up with the throw across the diamond to Cooper Grotenheis is in time. One away. That was Noah Verdorn. So a 6-3 put out to get us started here. But look at that timing, Brayden. Right at noon, we get things started.
Right at noon, we get things started. First pitch swinging for Verdorn. And just to complete the cycle of storylines here, the first ground ball is right at Easton Nelson making his debut this year. So I kind of just puts a bow on the pregame already, and we just started.
Yeah, it's a good way to get things moving here. Drew Reichen, his second pitch of the game is high and tight, 1-0 count now to Ryan Riceavy. And second pitch misses high. It's a fastball, misses 2-0.
It's been a while since we've seen Reichen on the mound here at Riverside. Last couple appearances for him have been on the road. Still working fast as ever.
And the 2-0. Chop over to Easton Nelson. Up with it. The throw over to Grotenhuis is in time. 2 outs for Easton Nelson. As you mentioned, just getting that work in right away, Brayden.
Welcome to the bigs, kid.
A cup of coffee with the Senior Legion.
No, he's got a good future ahead of him, obviously.
He will be a permanent fixture here very shortly.
Coming out of his sophomore year of high school. Another multi-sport athlete added to this team. Played football in the fall and basketball in the winter.
And breaking ball misses outside, 1-0. That's to Landon Weiss, third hitter in the order for Sioux Falls West, center fielder for post 15. Now Drew Reichen delivers again. Fastball high and in. 2-0 count.
The back-to-back ground balls to start this game have really been Reichen's bread and butter. He pitches to contact and lets his defense make plays behind him and very rarely gives up hard hit balls.
And the 2-0 hits a strike on the outside, 2-1 count. Now Drew Reichen works fast, as we always talk about. Gets him to swing through a high and tight fastball, 2-2. Even level swing there. It's caught him a little high. The Drew Reichen's pace is incredible. He just keeps it moving, Brayden. The 2-2. And that's a fastball. Catches the outside corner for the first strikeout of the game for Drew Reichen. But 1-2-3 goes Sioux Falls West in the top of the order. In the top of the first, we head to the bottom half of the inning. The Yankton Bats coming up. Still no score here at Riverside Field.
Sports injuries can be the result of competitive activities, but can also happen by just participating in leisure activities too. If you're experiencing pain as the result of your chosen activity, consider chiropractic care. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. We have experienced chiropractors that work with sports injuries every day. Our treatment options are aimed to minimize pain, reduce recovery time, and reduce risk of future injuries. Visit First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
This sports season, keep your athlete hydrated with sparkling ice. Choose from a rainbow of colors and flavors, each sourced from nature with vitamins, antioxidants, and zero sugar. Sparkling ice, tease your taste buds with tropical flavor. And rehydrate with Prime Hydration, the perfect combination of flavor and function, changing how you refresh, replenish, and refuel. With 5 awesome flavors and no added sugar, you're getting the taste you want without anything you don't. Prime Hydration, the perfect boost for every endeavor.
And welcome back to Riverside Field-Yankton Bats coming up here. Top of the order will be Mac Reichen to lead things off. Center field for Yankton today.
You know, it's a very efficient top half of the first inning for Yankton. Let's see if the Bats can get it going. Mac Reichen leading off, as you mentioned. .250 batting average coming into this one. Up a couple ticks from where it was last night going into the game against Del Rapids. .353 on-base percentage, .631 OPS. He's scored 18 runs on the season, which is third most on the team. He's reached on 12 walks and 17 stolen bases. Currently leads post-12 in that category.
All right, thank you, Brayden. And Mac Reichen will be able to get some cuts. He's had some solid contact throughout the season. He had a great spring. He just kind of went through a little bit of a mini slump during the Legion season, but has really come out on the other side of it and is very aggressive on the base paths. One of the demon runners for post-12, really making defenses uneasy. And we'll see if he can continue that right here. Noah Willis on the mound for Sioux Falls West. And seems to have some good velocity on the mound. And see what he could do to this Yankton lineup. As we'll get things going here. And now Mac Reichen. That's the first pitch from Willis. Strike on the inside. 0-1 count to the Yankton center fielder. And the 0-1 is sent over to second. Up with it is Verdorn. And the throw over to Hardy Olson is in time. That's one away. So a 4-3 put out for Mac Ryken.
Ground out to second for out number 1.
And that brings up Rugby Ryken, left fielder for Yankton. Rugby enters the game. 338 average, a 446 on base. That may have gone up as he sends this one out deep towards left center, and it is off the fence. Rugby rounds first, heading towards second, standing a booming stand-up double from Rumblin' Rugby Ryken here at Riverside Field-Yankton has their first runner in scoring position and their first base runner.
Brings up DH number 10, Lucas Campshaw.
And speaking of booming hits, Lucas Campshaw steps to the plate, hit a booming home run in yesterday's contest versus Del Rapids. Leads the team in OPS 1.180. Yeah, let that digest with you. A 667 slugging percentage, a 514 on base, 429 average, and leading the teams in RBIs. Second team in RBIs with 23. Trying to close in on that gap. The team leader in RBIs is Matthew Sheldon with 25. As he takes a strike on the outside, 0-1 count. Noah Willis looking in.
Yeah, 2 RBIs off the team leader, and Campshaw has proven he can get 2 RBIs in this scenario with a runner on second.
Willis delivers, and Campshaw rips this one out toward left center. What a grab! Right out of the sky from Rice Savvy over at short. Veered off to his right, went airborne, and nabbed it out of the sky. That's 2 away.
It's another one of those scenarios where I call baseball a very fickle game. Well-hit ball, looked like it was going to get past right Savvy for at least a single. Could have scored Ryken from second even if it rolls into the outfield, but great play, potentially saving a run by the shortstop Rice Savvy.
And Willis delivers now to Matthew Sheldon, takes the ball high. Speaking of team leaders in batting, go ahead, Brayden.
Yeah, he is one of those team leaders in batting. 377 average, 476 OBP, 1.056 OPS, which is second on the team. Leading the team in RBIs, as we mentioned, with 25. Also has 16 runs scored.
Rugby takes off for a third. That is a stolen base for Rugby Ryken as he slides over the bag and kind of somersaults over it. But a stolen base is a stolen base. I mentioned how aggressive Mac Ryken was in base running for Yankton this season. Rugby, I think, is leading the way in that regard. Leading the team in runs as well. And it's a 1-1 count to Matthew Sheldon. And he lifts this one foul and out of play to make the count 1-2. Foul ball is brought to you by Midwest Insurance Agency. Excuse me, you don't want the crack of the bat to end in the crack of your windshield and not have adequate insurance coverage. Let Midwest Insurance find the right coverage for your vehicles. The 1-2 count from Willis. Sheldon gets this one, lines it out toward right. It gets down for a hit, an RBI single from the big bat of Matthew Sheldon. Yankton leads early, 1-0.
RBI number 26 for Matthew Sheldon, and the aggressive base running of Rugby Ryken, putting him as close as he could to home plate. He was able just to waltz home on that drive to the outfield.
And that brings up catcher Jace McCorkle. Threw us through a loop again yesterday. Brayden was not behind the plate in that game. That marks like 3 games in my broadcasting career with him on the team that he hasn't caught.
He even ended up on the pitcher's mound for an inning.
He can't stay away. And taking off is Matthew Sheldon. He has a stolen base. The tag was applied. It was closer than he probably would have liked, but he nabs a base for Yankton. And so including that, that would be the 80th stolen base for Yankton this season, Brayden.
Yeah, it's been a very impressive showing from every member of Post 12.
And McCorkle lifts this one out high toward shallow center. Weiss under it and gloves it for the third out. So an F8 in your scorebooks. But Yankton ends it with a 1-0 lead going into the top of inning number 2 on 2 hits, 1 run, and 1 runner left on. I want to thank a few of our sportscaster partners. Without them, this broadcast is not possible, including America's Best Realty. Tired of renting or apartment living? Ready to upgrade or own your own home? Call America's Best Realty at 260-1600 and unlock the American dream. And Boston's Shoes to Boots. Footwear experts since 1915, Boston Shoes to Boots carries high-quality work boots, casual, athletic, and dress shoes for men and women. Located at 313 Cedar or bostonshoestoboots.com. And Elwood Family Dental Care, where they take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. And J&H Cleaning, carpet, upholstery, area rugs, air ducts, dryer vents, power washing, and janitorial services for businesses. Dirty doesn't stand a chance. If it's dirty, J&H can clean it. Check out jhcleaningsd.com. KYNT.com. Again, Yankton lead 1-0 going into the top of inning number 2. Back in 30 seconds from Riverside Field. All right, welcome back to Riverside Field. And we'll get that ad next time. As Sioux Falls West goes back to bat. And it is Keegan Johnston. And takes the ball on the outside, 1-0.
Yeah, Johnston, the catcher here today for Post 15 West.
And now Drew Reichen delivers the 1-0. Fastball. This one's sent out towards center field. Mac Reichen comes in and then takes a couple steps back and finds webbing of his glove for the first out. So fly out to center field to get things kicked off here in the top of inning number 2. And that brings up Trayson Hardy-Olson for his first trip to the plate today. Words are hard. Left-handed hitter.
Words have never been easy, and we talk for a living, so run those numbers.
Trayson Hardy-Olson, we saw him earlier in the year. Here we go, first pitch of his at-bat, and check swing, doesn't matter. Strike called on the outside, 0-1.
I can't remember which Sioux Falls basketball team he was a part of, but I do remember the name.
And the 0-1 is off-speed, maybe a breaking ball, goes down to the inside, and Hardy-Olson swings over the top of it, 0-2 count. You said basketball, right?
I believe basketball.
And the 0-2, fastball high and outside, 1-2 count.
I recognize the name. I know I recognize Verdorn and Rice Abbey from the basketball season. I believe Hardy-Olson as well. If not, when
I'm going to go ahead and say Sioux Falls Lincoln. And the 1-2 count. Swings through it, and that's another strikeout for Drew Reichen, his second of the game. Now watch him be from like Sioux Falls, Washington or something, and we just made him very upset. We apologize, whatever Sioux Falls school you belong to.
We apologize. We're not trying to cross any battle lines here between the Sioux Falls schools.
And that brings up Logan Riddle, third baseman for Sioux Falls West, another left-handed bat. First pitch from Drew Reichen. Fastball just misses the outside, 1-0 count. Thanks for joining us here on KYNT and KYNTV as the 1-0 count is hit high towards short. Backing up is Easton Nelson. It's off the glove of Nelson as he went into the natural grass, kind of that area, Brayden, where the turf meets the natural grass, falls off his glove. That will be an error registered to Yankton.
Yeah, it's one of those things, too, where maybe I caught up in the sunlight a little bit with all the cottonwood flying around, too. So it's easy to lose the ball sometimes when it's up like that. Minor mistake from Nelson, and see if he can work past it, work out of it.
Well, I'll bring up Grant Prouty, the designated hitter for Sioux Falls West, a right-handed bat. Let's see if Yankton can strand this runner. And the first pitch is sent right into the, I was going to say net, Brayden, but that hit a pole. I think it's where the net pole.
Yeah, the net poles.
Yeah, that's a word.
The poles that support the net.
There you go. A noun. And the 0-1. It's a chopper. Josh Sheldon up with it at third. Hard throw across the diamond to Cooper Grotenice. And he scoops it, and that will be the third out. So a 5-3 put out ends Sioux Falls West trip at the plate. No hits, no runs, one runner left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Yankton leading 1-0 versus Sioux Falls West here at Riverside Field.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, we see patients from 1 to 101.
Come experience our gentle touch while you relax in our massage chairs and watch TV. Patients are loving our new digital scanner. No more ooey gooey gaggy impressions.
We'd love to meet you, and we're always accepting new patients. Call 665-2530 to make an appointment. Elwood Family Dental Care, where we take care of the entire family.
Looking left the entire way. Feet wide open. Carter Bell. Touchdown. South Dakota. And the Coyotes extend the lead.
Be a part of the fun inside the Dakota Dome this fall. South Dakota football season tickets are available now. The Coyotes' 6-game home schedule opens September 9th against St. Thomas and includes games against rivals South Dakota State and North Dakota. Season ticket packages are the best value and are available at goyotes.com. We are South Dakota.
Hey Yankton, are you a handy person? Are you looking to get down and dirty? With full-time benefits and great pay. This is Barrick from Hydro Maintenance. Come join our maintenance team, where every day is something new, from electrical all the way to hydraulics. We need your hands-on experience and mechanical knowledge. Where no day is like the next, Hydro Maintenance is waiting for you. At Hydro, you'll be part of a bigger story, a story shaped by you. Apply today at jobs.hydro.com. That's jobs.hydro.com. Search Yankton.
All right, we'll get you caught up here at Riverside Field when the bottom of inning number 2, Josh Sheldon came to the plate and drew a walk and then stole a base for Yankton. So now Yankton has a runner in scoring position for Isaiah Skelhaas, who on the season, as you mentioned, Brayden, has had a really good offensive showing.
You know, as one of 2 batters over 400 average on the season so far. Has a 452 average overall, 528 on-base percentage, one of 3 players with an over 1 OPS at 1.044, .516 slugging. He has been sensational in his plate appearances so far.
And he has a 1-2 count at the plate, showing bunt, and drops that bunt foul. And, of course, showing bunt on the third strike and foul. That is a strikeout. And so Cooper Grotenheis now comes to the plate, left-handed bat for Yankton.
Grotenheis just a hair under 200 batting average on the year. Does have an OPS at 400. He scored 9 runs, so when he gets on base, and 4 stolen bases as well, when he gets on base, he manages to get around and get home. That's the wheels he's shown throughout the spring and the track and field season, and obviously here in the Legion season.
And Grotenheis, the 1-0. It's a chopper foul. At least a 1-1 count.
I just put the bat over the top of that ball. We've seen Grotenheis have a lot of very good contact so far this season. He's had multiple hard hit balls that have gone down the right field line and then have just ended up foul. So it's something that he's definitely got pop in the bat. It's just straightening it out.
The 1-1, it's chopper over to short. Riverside has it. The throw across the diamond is in time. That's 2 away, but the runner does advance in Josh Sheldon to third. Yankton has another run 90 feet from home.
First, I'm scared. You go ahead.
That brings up Easton Nelson. Brayden, why don't you go over his stats?
First time at the plate this season in the Senior Legion season for Easton Nelson. We'll see how he does here.
And to open up the game, we mentioned making his, and again, we're not saying varsity because he played the high school season, but Senior Legion varsity, and got the first 2 outs hit to him over at short. Has an 0-1 count, and he hits this one over to short. Riverside up with it. The throw across is just in time. That's a 3rd out. And so another 6-3 put out for Yankton. Ends the bottom of inning number 2. No hits. No runs. 1 runner is left on. And I want to thank a few of our sportscaster partners before we send it to a break, and that includes Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser and go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. And Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with the vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. And Aztec. Aztec of Yankton was founded on innovation and a passion to help their customers. They live their core values every day. Right now, they're offering a healthy sign-on bonus with great wages and benefits. Build a career with a group that's built to connect from rock to road. Stop by for a walk and interview or click careers at aztecindustries.com. And Midwest Insurance Agency, a local independent insurance agency offering insurance from a local South Dakota company, DeSmet Farm Mutual. Midwest Insurance Agency is located just east of the Yankton Bowl. We'll be back in 30 seconds here from Riverside Field-Yankton Post 12 Senior Legion Baseball.
Do you really think it's a good idea to buy insurance off the internet? After all, it is insurance. It's not a commodity like a toaster. It's a contract to protect what you value most: your home, your car, your business, your health, and even your life. You need a professional, in-person agent to make sure you have the right coverage to fit your family's needs. Schedule an appointment with us today. Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
And we come back to the action here at Riverside Field, and right as we rejoin the action, it was Logan Edwards. A ground out over to Matthew Sheldon at second, a 4-3 put out, and that brings up Caden Kirchner, left fielder for Sioux Falls West. Another left-handed hitter. Drew Reichen making quick work of Sioux Falls. Please don't let that be a broadcaster curse.
Well, now you drew attention to it.
You know. Sometimes you have to get out in front of it, Brayden.
I didn't say it, so you're fine.
Yeah, don't say anything about Drew Reichen pitching today, Brayden, because I'm pretty sure everyone's starting to realize your history with that. As Kirshner has an 0-1 count. I'll explain more if this at-bat goes long. The 0-1. Misses inside, 1-1 count. Yeah, so Brayden has, I'm talking to anyone out here, Brayden on about 4 different occasions has said things along the line of, well, if anyone's going to get out of this jam, it's Drew Reichen, or Drew Reichen's really cruising, or stuff of that nature. And then about 2 pitches later, that will not be the case. And you actually became kind of angry about it, didn't you?
Yeah, basically, I believe most of them occurred in the same game where I was talking about, I'd compliment Drew Reichen, his ability to get out of situations, and then
Ding!
I wouldn't even, one of them was in the middle of the sentence, and that one, I think, really shook me up.
You were a changed man that day as the ball misses on the outside. It's a 3-1 count now to Caden Kirshner in his first at-bat of the game. We're in the top of inning number 3.
This is the 9-hole hitter for Sioux Falls West as well, so we'll go back to the top of the order after it.
And Kirshner draws a walk from Drew Reichen. Second base runner for Sioux Falls West. Last one reached on an error. And that brings up top of the order, as you said, Noah Verdorn. Grounded out to short in his first at-bat. Showing bunt, pulling back. A 1-0 count. And runner Kirshner was very well off first base right there, Brayden, and I'm surprised that Jason McCorkle didn't just unleash a back pick attempt there. But Cooper Grotenheis may have not been in the best position. I didn't really see him over there at first.
I think also body angle from McCorkle. He was more angled towards second base. It would have been a tough throw to get on the money to first.
The 1-0 misses high, 2-0 count. What was Brayden, do you have any idea? Oh, never mind. They're calling that a strike, so it's a 1-1 count.
I was wondering whether there was some stunned confusion down on the field.
Yeah, I get it. I called it a ball from here. But then again, everything, very weird angle up here in the press box. And it's a 1-1 is going to miss high.
Yeah, we're up high and slightly off kilter. For those watching on KYNTV, the angle you have for the cameras is literally the angle I have in the booth. I am right behind where our cameras are set up.
And so it is a 2-1 count. Forget the scoreboard showing 3-0. And hits the inside portion of the plate. Is a 2-2 count. And there we go. One away here in the top of inning number 3. A 2-2 count at the plate to Noah Verdorn. Drew Reichen delivers. Runner takes off. And it's a strikeout with a throw down to second. Will not be in time. Stolen base for Kirshner. But Verdorn is set down on strikes. And it's 2 away here in the top of inning number 3. Bringing up Ryan Rysavy. Also grounded out to short in his first at-bat.
Yeah, it was a back-to-back groundouts to short to start the game for Sioux Falls West. And we'll see what Rysavy can do here. It looked like a hit and run was on the cards in that last at-bat. And the first part of it wasn't successful, but the steal still successful for Kirshner as he's on second.
Reagan delivers, ball misses high, and I just now realized usually I hand it off to you at this point, and I apologize. We'll give it to you in the bottom half of the inning, Brayden.
I didn't realize it either. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, we're just cruising here. Good day for baseball.
It's been an interesting morning. I woke up late, didn't get much sleep.
And the 1-0 sends that ball foul and out of play. Foul balls are brought to you by Midwest Insurance Agency. You don't want the crack of the bat to end in the crack of your windshield. Not have adequate insurance coverage. Let Midwest Insurance find the right coverage for your vehicles. What's it like sleeping in late? It's been a while now.
I wouldn't even consider it sleeping in, considering how late I went to bed.
Runner takes off, and Drew Reichen has him dead to rights. In between the bags, Josh Sheldon tags him as Kirshner was caught off the bag and got an awkward jump. Drew Reichen was able to step off the rubber, send it over to third. Runner caught in between. That is the third out. We enter the bottom of inning number 3. Yankton bats coming up. Yankton leading 1-0 here at Riverside Field. Back in 1 minute. This is Post 12 Legion Baseball on KYNT, KYNTV.
Attention homeowners, if you've been on the fence about selling, I'd love the opportunity to sit and visit with you. With low inventory, now would be a good time to call me, Deb Speck at Vision Real Estate. I'll provide you with a free market analysis and a no-pressure approach. Call me at 605-664-5555 to find out if now is the right time to make a move.
Owning your own home or business is more than walls, floors, and a roof. It's what's inside that matters most. Protect your assets, your cherished keepsakes, and your family with a home security system professionally installed by Yankton Computer and Network Services. They have the devices and expert technicians to help you protect what matters most. Call Yankton Computer and Network Services 664-2222 or stop at 1901 Broadway.
And welcome back to Riverside Field, bottom half of inning number 3. Yankton leading 1-0. I'll turn play-by-play over to Brayden Butler.
All right, we'll see if I can snag a half inning from you later, but I digress. Probably not, but it's all right. First pitch high and tight. I'd do a little dance in the box to get out of the way of that one here. Mac Reichen leading off. He's led off this ball game, grounded out to second base to start it. It's a 1-1 count now as that one finds the outside part of the zone. Contact made on this one as a dribbler out to third base, fires across the diamond, does riddle, stretch at first, gets there in time as Mac Reichen is sat down on the ground out. That brings up Rugby Reichen, doubled in his first at-bat, later came around to score on an RBI single by Matthew Sheldon. This is the lone run of the game that's currently at the plate.
It wasn't just a double. It was almost a home run.
It was almost a home run. It was just under the scoreboard area here. Another one sent out to the outfield. This one with a little less power, though, as it's shallow right. Getting underneath of it is the right fielder for Sioux Falls, and he gloves it. That's Logan Edwards out there.
Rugby is angry at the baseball today. He has really smacked that thing a couple times.
You know, he's definitely playing with a little bit of fire today, and I mean, he always plays with that fire, but it just feels like maybe the ball owes him money. I don't know.
Right. There's something personal going on out there.
This one's sent out to right center field by Lucas Kamshoff. It's a liner, diving effort made in center, but that is down. It's going to roll into the warning track. The right fielder there to back him up and glove it. But going for third is Lucas Kamshoff. He's going to slide in head first, no throw. Lucas Kamshoff with an easy triple. He strikes a pose there on third base, letting his dugout know that he's asserted some dominance over the baseball.
I love this team. They're fun to watch.
Just good to know the kids are still T-posing out there, man. Back in my day.
Back in your day, 5 years ago.
Literally. Well, that puts a runner as close as he can get to home plate without being there. And it puts Matthew Sheldon another good opportunity to add to his RBI total on the year. There's a reason he's been the cleanup hitter. Leading the team in RBIs, got one earlier in this game, trying to push across post 12's second run. He's quickly ahead 2-0 in the count as he's taking a couple balls on the inside part of the plate. This one popped up left center field. Giving chase is the center fielder for Sioux Falls West, and he's able to get his glove on this one. So that triple doesn't bear any runs for Yankton post 12. One hit, one runner left on base, no runs come across the plate for Yankton. I'd like to take the time to thank a couple of our Sportscaster Club members here on KYNT. Broadcast wouldn't be possible without them. Starting with One Office Solution, the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. One Office Solution, located next to Pizza Ranch on Broadway in Yankton. Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire. They do more than sell tires. Graham Tire of Yankton, your auto service and tire store next door. The UPS Store, they help you with everything ing, printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs, even shredding, notarizing, and mailboxing, and of course shipping. The UPS Store of Yankton, across from Walmart. And lastly, Yankton Thrive. There's a thriving business economy in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses from retail to manufacturing is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to yanktonsd.com. Drew Reichen back on the mound for post 12. We'll come back at the top of inning number 4 in 30 seconds here on KYNT, KYNTV.
Want to keep Yankton local businesses thriving? Buy Yankton Thrive Bucks gift cards. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. Our Thrive Bucks gift cards are great for any occasion, and they make sure your dollars are being spent here in Yankton. The gift cards are sponsored by Kopetsky's Ace, but you can use them at 30 different locations here in Yankton. And they come in a variety of amounts, from $5 to $500. See the list of locations and buy them online at yanktonsd.com or stop by the Yankton Thrive office.
Welcome back in here, KYNT, KYNTV. They say time waits for no man, and neither does Drew Reichen as he is already deep into this at-bat. This one's sent out to center field and gloved by Mac Reichen out in center. And that's how we start inning number 4. Drew Reichen just refuses to work slowly out on the mound, and we already got our first out of this half of the inning. It's Ryan Rice-Savvy who flew out to center, and that brings up Landon Weiss.
Weiss, Drew Reichen's first strikeout of the game. Back in the first.
You know, Reichen, not notorious for being a strikeout pitcher, just under a strikeout per inning, but is able to punch him out when he needs to. He's left a couple on the inside part of the plate, though, here, or on the inside part of the zone. Outside of the zone. I'll get there eventually. It's a 2-0 count. There's been 2 balls on the inside part of the plate. Finds the outside part. Switching sides here as it makes it a 2-1 count. Now to say Weiss, one of 3 strikeouts so far in this one for Reichen. That one foul tipped back into the catcher McCorkle. Those 3 strikeouts would bring Drew's total to 22 on the year, which would actually put him in the team lead in that category. So maybe I got to stop saying he's not notorious for being a strikeout pitcher. He's elevated his game here in his senior season. This one's sent out between the third baseman and shortstop. That's going to get down in front of Rugby Reichen in left. That's going to be a single for Landon Weiss. That brings up Keegan Johnston, the catcher.
Single by Weiss brings up catcher number 4, Keegan Johnston.
Johnston flew out to center in his first at bat. Reichen comes set on the mound, working quickly, leaves that one high and inside for ball 1. Maybe a little too close for comfort there for Johnson as I was up around the bucket. Checks the runner at first a few times. Now comes set. Sends it home. This one popped up. It's going to be foul ball out of play, and it's going to hit the top of our press box here. Foul balls are brought to you by Midwest Insurance Agency. You don't want the crack of the bat to end in the crack of your windshield and not have adequate insurance coverage. Let Midwest Insurance find the right coverage for your vehicles. 1-1 count. One runner on first. One down already in the inning. Keegan Johnston at the plate. That one left low and away. Gets away from McCorkle for a moment, and the runner's going to scoot to second. Our runner in scoring position, and it also eliminates the double play ball. We'll see what Reichen and the post 12 fielders can do to get out of this one. 2-1 left high, ball 3. This one grounder back up the middle. Drew Reichen gloves it on the comebacker, flips it over to first base. Cooper Grotenheis secures it at first for the second out of the inning. That brings up Trayson Hardy-Olson. 1-3 put out officially there for Keegan Johnston. Runner still on second base. That's Landon Weiss. Hardy-Olson struck out in his first at bat. See what he's got here for Reichen. Drew fires home, first pitch strike on the outside part of the plate. Reichen stares at the runner on second, trying to keep him honest. Big swing there from Hardy-Olson, but he can't find a piece of it. That's in there for strike 2. Reichen likes the call he gets from McCorkle. Now he comes set. Checking the runner at second. Glove tap from Nelson. No throw down. Throw home on the pitch. It's outside for ball 1. So 1-2 count for Drew Reichen as he comes set. Trying to get Hardy-Olson out of the plate. Big swing there again from Hardy-Olson, but that one ends the same as the last, as it ends in a strikeout for Trayson Hardy-Olson, the 4th of the day for Drew Reichen, and that does it here in the top of inning number 4. 1 hit, no runs, 1 runner left on base. Yankton Post 12 coming up to bat when we come back here on KYNT. KYNTV back in 60 seconds.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Vision Care Associates provides the latest in technology. Optimap Laser Imaging. Optimap allows for a great exam of your eyes without dilating drops. Our doctors are able to show you what the actual inside of your eye looks like during your exam. Having images of your eyes each year means that problems are caught early, and no dilating drops is a big benefit as well.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Noah Willis still out on the mound for Post 15 West out of Sioux Falls, going into his 4th inning of work. Leading off this half inning for Yankton is Jace McCorkle. McCorkle flew out to center field in his first at-bat. See what we can do here. He's already down 0-1 after an opening strike from Willis. Make it 0-2. Back-to-back strikes. Start the bottom half of this 4th inning. Yankton leads this one 1-0. 3 hits, 1 run, 1 error on the docket for Post 12. Excuse me. That's going to be a punch out from Willis to start inning number 4. As Jace McCorkle sat down. Brings up Josh Sheldon, reached on a walk in his first at bat. We'll see what he's got here. First pitch from Willis, swung on, tipped into the netting here. Second pitch from Sheldon. Straightens it out a little bit, but it still ends up foul, out of play. Foul balls are brought to you by Midwest Insurance Agency. You don't want the crack of the bat to enter the crack of your windshield and not have adequate insurance coverage. At Midwest Insurance, find the right coverage for your vehicles as Josh Sheldon has sat down on strikes. Back-to-back punch-outs for Noah Willis here in the bottom of inning number 4. Trying to keep this a one-run game.
Brings up right fielder number 14, Isaiah Scalhouse.
Brings up Isaiah Scalhouse. First pitch is low to the right fielder. Ball 1. That one goes behind the head of Scalhouse at the plate. It's a 2-0 count here. 2-0. Finds the zone for strike 1. It's a 2-1 now for Willis. Noah Willis trying to make it a 3-up, 3-down inning. Scalhouse grounds it to the shortstop. Gloved at short, fires across the diamond. Scoop at first. Gets there just in the nick of time as Scalhouse is called out on the throw. 3-up, 3-down for Yankton Post 12 as we go to the top of inning number 5 here at Riverside Field. I'd like to thank a couple of our Sportscaster Club members before we go. Starting with Northtown Automotive, your local Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. Visit northtownusa.com. FloorTech, whether your home or floor is wet, call FloorTech 665-4839. Sherco, a proud supporter of Yankton Athletics. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. And lastly, Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance. They've been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, they'll help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Roy Wilcox State Farm, proud supporter of Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball. Back in 30 seconds with the top of inning number 5 here on KYNT, KYNTV.
Have you been dealing with sneezing, runny nose, nasal congestion, or other conditions due to seasonal allergies? At Yankton Rexall, with our comfortable environment and knowledgeable staff, we will provide you with solutions to ease your allergy symptoms. Don't suffer through this allergy season. Stop by Yankton Rexall today. We'll send you on your way with something to provide relief. Celebrating 100 years, your hometown pharmacy since 1923. Yankton Rexall.
Welcome back in here, KYNT, KYNTV. Drew Reichen working quickly out on the mound here. First pitch of this at-bat, swung on, foul, tipped into the netting. It's Logan Riddle at the plate, reached on an error in his first at-bat. Left-handed hitter, 6-hole hitter here for Sioux Falls West. Second pitch bounces off the plate, ball 1. It's a 1-1 count now. After Riddle, Grant Prouty on deck, Logan Edwards in the hole. Caden Kirchner waiting in the wings if it gets that far. Then after that, it'd be the top of the order for post 15. 1-1, swung on, popped up. Shallow infield on the left side. Josh Sheldon calling for it at third base, and he manages to glove it for the out. It's the first out of the inning here. That brings up Grant Prouty. Grounded out to the third baseman in his first at-bat.
Brings up to the age number 16, Grant Prouty.
See what Reichen has for Prouty here as he goes through his windup. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Reichen likes the call from McCorkle. Already through his windup, sends it home. That one clips the zone for strike 2. Noticing Reichen on the mound, as soon as he likes the call from McCorkle, he nods and he goes through his motion, leaves that one low and away, ball 1. You see some pitchers who will get the call and accept it before they even come set. Reichen already set on the mound by the time he likes what he sees from McCorkle. Swing and a miss there, strike 3. That sets him down with the punch out. The 5th of the game for Drew Reichen. That brings up Logan Edwards. Excuse me. No, that should be Logan Edwards. I apologize. This one's sent out to right field. That one's going to get down just inside the right field live. Skelhaus gloves it out and right, throws it in. Gets it into Matthew Shelton quick, but that's a single here with 2 down in the top of inning number 5.
Single by Edwards brings up left fielder number 11, Caden Kirchner.
Brings up Caden Kirchner, the left fielder. Reached on a walk in his first at-bat. Was later caught stealing to end the inning. Reichen comes set, fires home, leaves that one high and away, ball 1. Reichen paying a little more attention to Edwards on first. Now comes set.
I was going to mention that his pace had slowed down a little bit, especially with runners on. He does slow it down a little bit, Brayden.
I think it's just mechanics of working out of the stretch. He does seem to slow it down a little bit when he's working out of that stretch, and maybe that's just being a little bit more methodical, making sure everybody's staying where he needs them to be. 1-1. That one misses the zone for ball 2. It's a 2-1 count.
But I dare you to find one pitcher in all of Senior Legion baseball in South Dakota, Brayden, that works faster on the mound than Rugby Reichen.
Thought you were going to say Drew, and I was literally going to say Rugby Reichen last night against Del Rapids. He was just putting his foot on the rubber. He wasn't even finding the same spot every time. It was.
He knew what he wanted to do.
He wanted to work fast, get the batters out of their timing. Drew working pretty quickly here. That one finds the zone for strike 2. Drew, think about the 3rd or 4th sign from McCorkle. He finally likes the call. Sends it high and away for ball 3. Count goes full now to Kirchner. Kirchner trying to draw his 2nd walk of the game. It would be the 2nd walk issued of the game by Reichen as well. That one misses outside for ball 4. Kirchner will take first base on the walk for the 2nd time today. That brings up Noah Verdorn, the top of the order.
Brings up the top of the lineup for Sioux Falls West. Second baseman number 6.
Verdorn grounded out to short in his first at-bat and struck out in his last one. See what he has here. With 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position. Trying to at least tie this game back up as they trail 1-0 to Yankton. First pitch misses for ball 1 from Reichen. Didn't miss by much.
I'm going to go ahead and say it, Brayden. This is one of the nicest weather days we've had for baseball. In spring and summer.
Slight breeze, good weather, good temperature. Good game so far in a 1-0 ball game. That one finds the zone for strike 1. It's a 1-1 count.
It just came to my mind because I'm getting my broadcaster baseball tan with just my forearms that are in the sun.
Yeah, no, I need to start holding my arms palms upwards so the other side of my forearm tan so it doesn't look like night and day on my forearm. Swing and a miss there on the breaking ball from Reichen. Strike number 2. Verdorn in trouble here. Risk of his 2nd strikeout of the game. Reichen's been moving and grooving so far on the mound. It's his first real trouble spot of the game so far in inning number 5. And that one finds the zone, gets him looking for strike 3. He works out of it, and that sets him down to end the top half of inning number 5. Yankton still leads 1-0. They try to add to that when we come back here on KYNT, KYNTV, back in 60 seconds.
Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh combines the speedy service of a convenience store with the surprising selection of the fresh foods and ready-to-eat meals you expect from Hy-Vee. While you fill up your gas tank, you can grab grocery staples including fresh produce and fresh bakery items too, or grab fresh meals or snacks. There's something for everyone at Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh of Yankton.
Shop Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
Not using your timeshare like you thought you would, and you'd like to get rid of it, but you're not sure how to go about it. And all of a sudden, you receive a call from a company saying that they have a purchaser for your timeshare if you'd like to sell it now. In order to do this, you'll have to pay a listing cost of $4,000 and small closing costs, and you'll be rid of your timeshare. You need to be skeptical if you receive this call. There is typically no buyer, and all they're going to do is take your $4,000. If you've been victimized by this type of scam, call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Welcome back in here on KYNT, KYNTV. We go to the bottom half, inning number 5. Noah Willis still on the mound. Cooper Grotenheis leading off for post 12.
First baseman number 7, Cooper Grotenheis.
Got to flip my play sheet over so I have the right stats. Grotenheis grounded out to the shortstop in his first at-bat. First pitch swinging. He's going to pop out to the shortstop this time. Bryce Abbey's been busy over there at short. It's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, the fifth time he's had an out come his way, whether it's by air or ground.
Now he just needs one by sea. He's completed the Trinity.
That would be a neat trick. I want to see that one happen.
Chases one to the river.
Still counts as a home run, but he still chased it out there. So.
Easton Nelson up to bat here, sends this one on a one-hopper to the third baseman, fires across the diamond, gets there just in time. That's Easton Nelson down on the ground out. 5-3 put out as Logan Riddle was able to make the throw over from third.
Round out third, round number 2 brings up leadoff hitter, center fielder number 3, Mac Reichen.
Mac Reichen steps up to the plate. He's the leadoff hitter for this lineup. First pitch swing, and this one popped up. This one's sent over our press box here and out of play. Just reminding you that foul balls are brought to you by Midwest Insurance Agency. You don't want the crack of the bat to end in the crack of your windshield and not have adequate insurance coverage. Let Midwest Insurance find the right coverage for your vehicles. That one misses for ball 1. It's a 1-1 count now to Reichen. That one out off the outside part of the plate, ball 2. That one misses inside. Excuse me, it looks like the count was 3-1 before that. My apologies there. That's a walk issued to Mac Reichen. He stands on first base. That brings up Rugby Reichen.
All right, I'm going to call it today. No pressure. I think today's the day Rugby hits one out. Not necessarily this game. There's another game tonight. So
He almost had one in the first inning. He hit it on the screws. He's got the pop for it. We'll see what he's got here. 2 down in the inning. Gets too far underneath this one and sends it back up near our press box. Looks like it's going to land just in the field of play.
No, but as we mentioned, he's really just hitting the baseball today with his swing, like the baseball owes him money, something along that nature.
The baseball owes him money. I know I said it earlier, but it's still funny.
Sometimes things are funny when it comes from someone else, and it's your joke, you know.
I need you to repeat my joke back to me so I know it stuck with you. It brings me pride. Waiting on the 0-1 to Reichen. Willis taking his time on the mound, now fires home. He leaves that one out of the zone, ball 1. It's a 1-1 count. Mac Reichen hasn't taken off yet, but the at-bat is still young. Willis staring him down at first. Now he comes set. Willis comes home, runner goes. It's a hit and run. This one's sent out to right field. Mac's going to take the turn at second and head to 3. We're going to have runners at the corners for post 12 as Lucas Kamshoff is walking up to the batter's box.
Single by Reichen. Reichen brings up the DH, number 10, Lucas.
Last trip for Lucas Kamshoff, no big deal, just hit a triple.
Just a casual triple in the third inning. We'll see what he can do here. And even the out he's hit in this game was laced at the shortstop, just a diving effort made by Rice-Savvy. Or a jumping effort made by Rice-Savvy, excuse me. Reichen's at the corners. See what Kamshoff has here. Runner goes. Rugby taken off for second. The throw down. Throw gets there in time, and Reichen is tagged out at second. Now on the throw down, Mack was heading home too, so if he was safe, the run would have scored. But that's going to do it here for inning number 5. We go to the top of the 6th. 1-0 Yankton leads over Sioux Falls West, post 15. I'd like to thank a couple of our Sportscaster Club members before we go, starting with Pizza Ranch. For legendary chicken and the best pizza, it's the Yankton Pizza Ranch on Broadway or over the phone, 665-1222. Stockman's Motorsports, your local Polaris dealer with a full lineup of Rangers and Sportsmans, ready to get you in the fields, in the woods, or wherever you like to go. Stockman's Motorsports is a proud supporter of all area athletes. Yankton Computer and Network Services. For your complete personal and business computer solutions, rely on Yankton Computer and Network Services. Wishing the best of luck to Yankton Post-12 baseball this season. The Fox Stop. For all your daily convenience and fuel needs, make a stop at the Fox Stop. And Buell's Cleaners. For rugs, uniforms, linens, and other cleaning services, go to Buell's in downtown Yankton. Drew Reich is still on the mound as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Back in 30 seconds here on KYNT, KYNTV.
Truxedo, a real truck company, has new job opportunities for you. We are searching for motivated candidates to fill a variety of roles, including production roles on our weekday and weekend shifts, as well as an industrial engineer, shipping clerk, and receiving supervisor. Truxedo offers a positive and team-oriented environment with many perks and benefits. Come seek the new opportunities Truxedo has for you. Visit realtruck.com/careers for more information and to apply.
Welcome back in here. Top of inning number 6. Drew Reichen still on the mound. Leaves the first pitch inside for a ball. And Bryce, if you want it back, I'll give it to you. But if you want to make up my half inning, I can do that as well.
No, that is all right. This is a good game right here. Drew Reichen on the mound, 1-0 count. Ryan Rice-Savvy, check swing now. That will not matter. It's a 1-1 now as he went around. Grounded out to short and flew out to center field. His last 2 at-bats. Drew Reichen now delivers a breaking ball. Just misses the outside edge. He's got to 2-1.
It's always fun to mess with each other a little bit up in the booth.
Oh, yeah.
Try to keep spirits high.
And the 2-1 sent right back down the middle and just under the glove of Easton Nelson. And we'll see if that is ruled in air. I think it probably will be. But you never know. We'll wait for an official ruling here.
I was saying, no matter how they ruling, it was a tough play. Moving to his left for Nelson, just snuck under his glove as he was trying to get it in the dirt.
Yeah, it's kind of an awkward position to try to put yourself in as a shortstop there. And it would have been a hard throw, too, even if he would have gloved it, as you mentioned. But nonetheless, that brings up Landon Weiss. And they are ruling that in air for the scorebook. And Weiss takes the first pitch just inside. It's a 1-0 count. Weiss has a strikeout and a single in this game so far. The single coming back in the 4th. Drew Reichen, as you mentioned, still on the mound, Brayden, and he is sitting at 71 pitches. Has a little bit left in the tank, and I'm pretty sure if up to Coach Drew Lawrence, he wants him to finish this thing. And the 1-0 sent back into the net. It's a 1-1. Another league game tonight versus Sioux Falls East. And for the life of me, I cannot remember who he said he was throwing. Was it Matthew Sheldon? Do you remember?
Sorry. Go ahead.
Sioux Falls East tonight. I was mentioning the pitching, and I said for the life of me, I can't remember who he said he was going to throw tonight. I think it was I think it was Matthew Sheldon.
Josh pitched yesterday, so probably Matthew.
You know, and over to Easton Nelson, the grounder over to Matthew Sheldon, and it is a 6-4-3 double play here at Riverside. Started my Easton Nelson over at short, and a nice scoop over there, a nice beginning of that double play. There's 2 away here in the top of inning number 6.
Well, me personally, I think that should erase the error that was accredited to him earlier in the inning. He eventually got the guy out, making up for the mistake.
Just go back.
just go
retroactively. And 2 away. That's for Keegan Johnston. And it is a ball that just missed 1-0. Flew out to center and grounded out right back to Drew Reichen earlier in the game. Here's the 1-0. Fastball misses high and in. It's 2-0 count.
I'm just thinking like going back and just erasing it. I'm thinking of those little pens or whatever in Men in Black. Just look right here for me real quick.
Oh, yeah, the flash things.
Little flash pens.
And this one sent out towards shallow right. Working his way under it is Isaiah Skalhaus for the 3rd out. So an F9 ends things here at the top of inning number 6. No hits, no runs, and no one left on. Yankton bats coming up in the bottom half of inning number 6 here on KYNT, KYNTV.
FM 1021 and AM 1450, KYNT, Yankton.
There are a lot of benefits for your small business when you have a relationship with your locally owned and operated The UPS Store. I'm Doug Frederick, manager of the UPS Store of Yankton. Not only do we provide excellent customer service, but we also provide the necessary tools to help your small business thrive. We can help you with everything ing, printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs, even shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, every ing for your small business, and of course, shipping. The UPS Store of Yankton, across from Walmart.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC, and those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today, but if you can keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit your local community, why invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Did you know Yankton Medical Clinic offers same-day appointments in primary care for acute care? If you are sick and need to be seen, under most circumstances, we can get you in the same day in pediatrics and family medicine. No need to wait. Regardless of who you see at Yankton Medical Clinic, your medical history is all in one chart, allowing our physicians to work together to make sure you get complete, family-centered care whenever you need it. Learn more at yanktonmedicalclinic.com. So much care, so close to home.
FNBO free checking is checking that's actually free. No fees or minimums, and now no overdraft fees. It's ever so personal, with people to help every step of the way. And easy, with a mobile app that allows you to deposit checks and manage your account wherever you are. So make the switch so you can do more with the great big small bank. Visit fnbo.com to learn more or stop on by. FNBO free checking. It's ever so free. Member FDIC.
And as we rejoin the action, Lucas Kampshoff just came up to a bat, and Brayden was about 2 feet short of a home run to dead center. And, I mean, the center fielder, Weiss, was quite literally on his heels with his back up against the fence. And that is still an out. And that brings up Matthew Sheldon, takes a strike, and now the next pitch is going to miss on the inside. 1-1 count.
Yeah, Kampshoff hits that to any other part of the field. We were looking at a 2-run ball game, but no, they don't play baseball with ifs and buts, that's for sure.
If this was Yankee Stadium, that would have been out. Every time I mention that joke to Josh, a Yankee fan, of course, for context, he just shrugs and goes, okay. So, ball on the outside. Oh, no, they're going to call a check swing strike on Matthew Sheldon, set down. And that was just kind of anticlimactic because he thought it was a ball. He thought he checked it, and then all of a sudden we see him walking Brayden, and well, here's your walking papers, and he heads to the dugout.
And hopefully he doesn't spend too much time in the unemployment line. He'll get back up there soon.
Brings up Jace McCorkle. And that is first pitch swinging, and a high chopper over to Riddle. Throw across the diamond is just in time, and I mean just in time, half a foot. So a 5-3 put out. And that ends the bottom of inning number 6. 3 up, 3 down for Yankton. No hits, no runs, no runners left on. We enter the top of inning number 7. And again, thank you for joining us on KYNTV. If you enjoy the product and may want to become involved, KYNTV is always looking for part-time paid help behind the scenes. No experience necessary. flexible scheduling, and the opportunity to watch the games from a whole new perspective. Email me at bryce@riverfrontradios.com. That's BRYCE @riverfrontradios.com to learn more about any opportunities. No matter your age, gender, or sports knowledge, I'd love to talk to you about joining Yankton's home stream, KYNTV. Back in 1 minute here from Riverside Field.
Hello. Here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
Make sure your grass is always greener with a new John Deere mower from your local C&B. Big or small, let the experts at C&B help you find the mower or utility tractor that'll help you get the job done right. Stop in and check out the John Deere Z-Track mowers or take a load off with a new utility tractor with attachments available to help you with projects of all sizes. Go green at C&B. Learn more about available offers at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER Equipment.com.
And a 1-0 count to Trayson Hardy Olson. Gets things started off for Sioux Falls West. Yankton 3 outs away from taking this league game victory at Riverside Field. First game of 2 today at Riverside. Don't worry, it's not. We're going to have that game for you, but it's just not right away after this game. It's later tonight. 2 other games are going to take place.
It's the exact opposite of right away after this game. As you mentioned, 2 games still go in between. That is scheduled for 7 p.m. first pitch. Obviously, rolling scheduling. We'll see how that all shakes out. But this game has moved quickly.
My prediction, 9. That's sometimes how that's gone this year.
This first game has moved quickly so far. So hopefully they can keep it as close to schedule as possible. You know they want to.
Trayson Hardy Olson at the plate. 79 pitches for Drew Reichen. It's a 2-2 count. And the pitch. And that is a strikeout. Yankton 2 outs away from a victory here.
It's the 3rd strikeout of the game for Hardy Olson, as well as he dons the sombrero on his way back to the dugout.
I just saw Drew Reichen show some emotion on the mound. You can never take that away from me. A fist pump. And I say that because he's always just so calm, cool, and collected. You know, he has shown emotion on the basketball court. It's just whenever he's pitching, have you ever really seen anything? He's just very focused.
Listen, he's a businessman. The businessman is going to get paid someday.
And a pitch misses on the outside of the zone to Logan Riddle. Reached on an air and popped out to third base in this game. Just his 3rd trip to the plate. Another ball on the outside from Drew Reichen. It's a 2-0. And there is a pitcher warming up in the bullpen, and I think it's just quite literally a contingency, as Drew Reichen's at 82 pitches, and a fastball low swung over the top as did Riddle, 2-1 count.
Now Drew's been very economical with his pitches so far today, as you mentioned, just over 80. But it probably is just a better safe than sorry. Have somebody ready in the pen.
And another pitch swing through, 2-2 count. Are we going to play the game of who's in the bullpen?
I believe it's Mark Cottle.
And the 2-2. Pitch fouled back to the net. Count remains.
And my reasoning being Cottle and Turner are not in the dugout, Sean Turner, and I can very clearly see Sean Turner's catching, so there's my deduction.
And another foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Yankton leading 1-0. Just needs 2 outs to take this victory here. The 2-2 misses high and outside, brings the count full. Jason McCorkle does an excellent job behind the plate as usual for Yankton here today. As he tries to frame this one for Drew Reichen. Foul tip back into the net. And his work behind the plate is brought to you by H&R Block. As you know, you can depend on him to block behind the plate. And they're open year-round, providing bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. Call 665-3366. Here's the payoff pitch. And Just couldn't pull it down one more inch, Brayden, as the pitch misses on the outside. McCorkle tried to do his best to frame it up for Drew Reichen, and that is a walk issue to Logan Riddle.
Yeah, you got to hang that framework in the Louvre for Jace McCorkle, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough.
Between that and your Garfield comment back in the spring.
I don't even remember it, dude. I don't remember. I won't remember this comment tomorrow, so.
I'm gonna have to make you a reel. Random stuff that Brayden Butler has said on here.
You call it the it's the "Is he okay?" tape.
Just the question mark. And that brings up Grant Proud. He grounded out to third and struck out in this game. Drew Reichen sitting on 90 pitches. And there's one away. Yankton 2 outs away. Again, leading 1-0. In Sioux Falls West, a pitch runner does come in. That's Fornwald over at first. Gets some more speed on the base paths for Sioux Falls West. High leverage situation right now for Drew Reichen and Yankton. Need to keep the bases clean. And the 1-0 is sent right to the glove of Easton Nelson. Reaches toward the sky and grabs it out of the air. That's 2 away. I didn't switch the camera fast enough, Brayden, as I did, but it was as he was coming down. But just trust me when I say, the viewers on KYNTV, that his vertical reached about 2 feet.
That's a web gem. Good day so far for Easton Nelson. Obviously, Senior Legion debut this season, and he's played very well. Had a few hiccups, so to speak, but that's to be expected on day one.
Brings up Logan Edwards, grounded out to second in his first at-bat, and then singled his last at-bat. That was back in the 5th inning. Takes a ball, 1-0. Yankton 1 out away. And they're going to call a balk on Drew Reichen. It's now the runner. Fornwald will advance to second, and so Drew Lawrence will make a little trip out here and have a discussion.
It's the first balk called against Reichen that I've seen this season. I remember games last week. Mark Cottle had a couple called on him back-to-back. Outside of that, not many balks have been issued against Yankton post-12 this year.
Yeah, and these are the moments where I wish sometimes I had Coach Drew Lawrence mic'd up, then also realized that, can't put that over the air. I'm not, but that's also me not saying that he's swearing. I don't know that. It seems like a very calm, cool, and collected conversation.
Seemed like a cordial conversation.
I just can't say every single one of them with any coach at Legion Baseball. Not singling out Drew Lawrence is like that, so probably a dangerous thing to
I have a feeling that every coach in their history has used colorful language at some point. Even if you're coaching the under-8 boys team here for Legion.
Are you projecting my future with Marshall or Kirby as a coach out there? And the 1-0 check swing went around. And it's a 1-1. Again, that's late Logan Edwards. See, it's a 1-1 count, 2 away. Yankton leading 1-0 in the top of inning number 7.
What I'm imagining is, if anybody's ever watched Ted Lasso, Roy Kent in the show is coaching a U7 girls soccer team over in England at one point, and yeah, he just uses a lot of colorful language, and it's hilarious. But
and so a 2-1 count as that one misses. I've never seen Ted Lasso, but we'll talk about that later.
I binge watched the first 2 seasons in about 3 days one time.
There you go.
Still haven't started season 3.
Drew Reichen on the mound. Sends a breaking ball in. That one is called a strike on the inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Yankton 1 out away from a victory here this afternoon at Riverside Field. But Sioux Falls West has that runner in scoring position. So, needless to say, Brayden, I'll say it anyway, huge pitch coming up.
See if Reichen can end the day here.
The 2-2. And yes, he does. That is a strikeout to end things here in game 1 of the 2 games today for post-12 Legion Baseball. Yankton wins 1-0 over Sioux Falls West. Yankton on the season improves to 18-7 overall and 11-5 in league play. Sioux Falls West drops to 7-19 overall and 5-14 in league play. Again, your final, Yankton 1, Sioux Falls Post 15 West, nothing. Your Yankton Rexall post-game show is around the corner here on KYNT, KYNTV from Riverside Field.
When I'm searching for adventure, I find it on the range. Archery challenges me to be curious, see opportunity, and welcome big challenges. It teaches me to focus and never quit until the last arrow hits. Archery allows me to show my spirit at Mount Marty University. How do you show your adventurous side? Schedule your campus visit to Mount Marty University at showyourspiritmmu.com.
Think about how people really see you. The kid at the drive-thru just sees a coffee drinker.
Please go forward.
Your local barista sees the person who loves a smiley face in their latte.
See you next time.
It's kind of the same way with insurance. Other insurance companies just see a customer, but a State Farm agent sees more. They see you as a neighbor. Your State Farm agent is here to get to know who you really are so they can help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411 today to learn more.
Sports injuries can be the result of competitive activities, but can also happen by just participating in leisure activities too. If you're experiencing pain as the result of your chosen activity, consider chiropractic care. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. We have experienced chiropractors that work with sports injuries every day. Our treatment options are aimed to minimize pain, reduce recovery time, and reduce risk of future injuries. Visit First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
As a proud community bank, Core Trust delivers more than just checking and savings accounts. We invest in the cities and towns where we live and work by volunteering to coach youth sports teams, supporting local charities and the arts with our time and resources. Whether we live in a rural town in South Dakota or a suburban city in Minnesota, it's a place we call home. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations.
Member FDIC.
Do you really think it's a good idea to buy insurance off the internet? After all, it is insurance. It's not a commodity like a toaster. It's a contract to protect what you value most: your home, your car, your business, your health, and even your life. You need a professional, in-person agent to make sure you have the right coverage to fit your family's needs. Schedule an appointment with us today. Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Doctors Feeser, Slowey, and DeYoung are experts in prescribing eye drops that can replace reading glasses. These drops are a new technology that can change the size of your pupil for improved reading. They're convenient for anyone who wants freedom from reading glasses. Our doctors even use them. Call Vision Care Associates and schedule an appointment to see if this new technology is right for you.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Have you been dealing with sneezing, runny nose, nasal congestion, or other conditions due to seasonal allergies? At Yankton Rexall, with our comfortable environment and knowledgeable staff, we will provide you with solutions to ease your allergy symptoms. Don't suffer through this allergy season. Stop by Yankton Rexall today. We'll send you on your way with something to provide relief.
Celebrating 100 years, your hometown pharmacy since 1923, Yankton Rexall.
Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh combines the speedy service of a convenience store with the surprising selection of the fresh foods and ready-to-eat meals you expect from Hy-Vee. While you fill up your gas tank, you can grab grocery staples including fresh produce and fresh bakery items too, or grab fresh meals or snacks. There's something for everyone at Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh of Yankton.
Shop Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
And welcome back to the Yankton Rexall post-game show. It's time for our post-game coach interview brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. It's Rhonda Westland State Farm being joined by Coach Drew Lawrence. Coach, you kind of mentioned off air that you wish there were some more runs that came across for Yankton, but overall some solid hit balls from this team.
We did. We were kind of hit or miss how our approaches to our at-bats were. Sometimes our approaches were very, very poor, and we would be ahead in the count and have a really bad result or a weak hit. And then other times we would absolutely smash the ball and get caught. We talked about Lucas just missing that ball to center. That ball was high. If he just misses it, if he gets that just a little centimeter different, that ball's a long ways out of here. Matthew had a ball hit hard, too. We had a bunch of guys that did that. But luckily, I guess we didn't need it today. Baseball's a funny thing. Usually if you score one run at the Legion level, you're not going to win. So some things happen weirdly, I guess.
Oh, Drew Reichen, excellent day on the mound. The reason you need that many runs, only gave up 3 hits. No runs, just 3 walks issued, 8 strikeouts in big high leverage situations. And that's no surprise coming from Drew Reichen, clearly the ace kind of the team, as you would say. But really just showed it again here today.
Yeah, and Drew was Drew, like we've talked about before. And he, luckily it was him out there, and we end up squeaking away with the win. But, we've kind of given Drew a little break. He hasn't pitched probably before this in about 9 days. We extended it a little longer than we needed to. So we wanted to make sure that he was ready, and he's going to be able to do it again. I think his next start's going to be after we get back from the Gopher. So when we get back from the Gopher, so he'll have a good 10 days off again, which he needs because he's our shortstop. So he's always throwing balls, always doing that. But, yeah, he was really good today, and that's what we need out of him all the time, not only now in the regular season, but we also need it at state tournament because we're the only team in the state tournament right now. So our boys get a little bit like we have to figure out a way to compete in these games, treating it like the state tournament. And that had a feel of a state tournament to it because of the low-scoring game and Drew dealing up there and us trying to figure out a way to get runs across. So that had the feel of it, and we need more of those type of games that are going to get us ready.
You mentioned shortstop. East Nelson makes his Legion senior debut here today. A couple hiccups over at short, but also a lot of great plays over there, including a double play.
Yeah, I was very happy with Easton. So he comes out, the first pitch of the game is hit right to him. And he makes the play, and right then I think E probably was a little bit more relaxed after that. Second batter, right to him again. He gets another ground ball, gets you out there. And then we get a ground ball to him for a double play. That was huge. It's cool. We needed an infielder. We needed a shortstop. We have Oswald gone. Obviously, he's at something that he had to be at for this week. So he's gone, so we had to figure out a way. And Easton was able to come in. And, it's not easy to do. I'm sure he was really nervous. I'm sure, you got a bunch of seniors on this team, and you don't want to let them down. And he did a phenomenal job.
Oh, excellent. And Sioux Falls East tonight. You mentioned it in last night's postgame, but remind me who's throwing for Yankton.
Matthew Sheldon's going to throw for us. Him and Drew have been for the Legion season. They're neck and neck. We probably have a 1 pitcher and a 1A pitcher, and those two are it. And it's different each day. So we're East is one of the best in the state, if not the best in the state, in my opinion. So it's going to be a good game, and we're looking forward to it.
Well, congratulations on a league victory today, and we'll talk to you after another league game tonight, Coach. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All right, let's Coach Drew Lawrence join us on the Yankton Rexall post-game show, and we'll get right into our stats review brought to you by Colgan. And rent a Colgan water system for $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. To schedule your free in-home water test and consultation, visit ColganYankton.com. And I'm going to jump through our line score. You ready, Brayden? Here we go. Sioux. Oh, maybe I should unmute you.
I got my headset back, but I didn't get unmuted.
you had to earn that privilege, okay? So, no, Sioux Falls blank to the top of the first. Yankton puts in the run on the bottom of the first, and that was the entire scoring. So sometimes we have line scores like last night where it takes me about 2 minutes to get through it.
Where it felt like every inning there was a run by one of the teams.
5 more runs, yeah. But no, just one here today. 1-0 victory for Yankton. Yankton out-hit Sioux Falls 4-3, and then officially on Game Changer. So I want to see on the live stats, Brayden, they have 1 error listed, but 1 or 2. It just depends. But overall, left on base, Sioux Falls West had 5 left on base. Yankton had 4 left on base. Pitching, Noah Willis had a great day. A great day, Brayden. Unfortunately, for Sioux Falls, he's saddled with the loss. Pitched 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. A walk and 4 strikeouts. Drew Reichen on the mound, 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, 3 walks, and 8 strikeouts. And that is your line score and your stats. Again, brought to you by Colgan. You kind of raised your hand at me.
So you mentioned how it's switched. There's only one error now credited against Yankton. I know when we originally looked at the live stats, it was credited as an error in the 6th inning on a ground ball up the middle that just got under the glove.
Tell me they retroactively went back.
They retroactively
They did
went
it.
back.
They did the thing.
They did the thing we asked them to. No, they switched it to a single for Ryan Rice. He was a tough play in the middle of the field for Easton Nelson, so that knocks a blemish off of his debut, which only makes everything better for him. And obviously he turned the double play right after it, so was able to get the out and then some.
All right, let's get into our awards of the game. We'll start with your defensive player of the game, brought to you by Olson's Pest Technicians. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS, your residential and commercial pest control solution. Brayden?
So I'm going back and forth on this because on one hand, we don't usually give it to pitchers, but what a dominating performance today for Drew Reichen. I got to give credit to a lot of guys out in the field, especially Easton Nelson making his debut, making some great plays over at the shortstop position.
When you pitch a complete game shutout, though, it's kind of
a couple plays in the outfield made as well by Mac Reichen and Isaiah Skelhaus over and right. But come on, complete game shutout, 2-hitter for Drew Reichen. Are you kidding me? Great game all around. Yeah, he's more than deserving of your defensive player of the game. You know, obviously, like we say, it's easy to give it to pitchers because they're the most their stats jump out at you the most defensively. But when you have that dominant of a performance, multiple strikeouts as well, it's hard not to give it to him.
All right, and then your Hy-Vee offensive player of the game, brought to you by Hy-Vee. It was a helpful smile in every aisle. I just realized that I kind of forgot to go through all the Yankton batters. They're 0 for or 1 for, but there was 1 run and 4 hits. So I'm just going to let you go ahead.
So the 1 run you mentioned was scored by Rugby Reichen, who went 2 for 3 on the day. Matthew Sheldon's the one that brought him home, going 1 for 3. And those are kind of the 2 guys who I look at and go, yeah, that's those are the 2 guys in contention for this. I'll give it to the guy who brought home the run that scored, and that's going to go to Matthew Sheldon here. Good day for him. Was able to bring Rugby Reichen around to score, but Rugby's work at the plate and then obviously on the base paths as well because he had that big double in the 1st inning, was able to steal 3rd, and then was able to be brought back around by Matthew Sheldon. Both of them had great days, but we'll give it to Sheldon for bringing Rugby home to score the winning run.
Your out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Door, specializing in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Doors, your local authorized Clopay dealer. Well, in the baseball season, kind of acts as a preview of sorts, and that's going to be Yankton taking on Sioux Falls East tonight, 7 o'clock-ish first pitch, but half an hour before that roughly will be myself flying solo on that one, and that will be on KYNT and KYNTV. See if Yankton can get another league victory here tonight at Riverside Field. Brayden, closing thoughts?
It's a great day of baseball once again, and I wish you luck and Post 12 luck tonight as they try to make it a sweep here against the Sioux Falls schools. It'll be a good day of baseball, so if you get off work a little early, even if you don't have a rooting interest in any of the teams, get down here. I know Tabor's going to play a couple games back-to-back. I believe they got Sioux Falls West here game 1, and then Sioux Falls East and Tabor game 2. So it'll be a great day of baseball. Get out here, enjoy the day at Riverside Field, and, of course, the nightcap with Post 12.
And thanks to all of our sponsors making this broadcast possible. Oh, I should mention our move of the game, brought to you by Mason Strom with the Move Group. Make the move with Mason and the Move Group. I've gone back and forth. Is it the Rugby double or is it the Lucas Kamshoff triple? I'm going to go with the Rugby double.
Or is it Lucas Kamshoff 354.5
a fly out to center
field?
A fly out to center. No, but it's going to go to Rugby's double, and then eventually coming in to score the run. That is your move of the game. Again, brought to you by Mason Strom and the Move Group. Make the move with Mason. Thanks to Bryn Kohlberg, our KYNT studio producer, and most importantly to you, the listener and viewer on KYNT and KYNTV. We'll talk to you later tonight from Riverside Field.
Thank you for listening to KYNT or watching on KYNTV. Remember, you can re-listen or re-watch this broadcast in its entirety by visiting KYNT's YouTube page or by visiting the free Roku and Apple TV app on your smart TV.